Right then, here we go. This is a brief demonstration of how we get that glass fit into that door. This is a Transit. The principle is basically the same for all these vehicles. So here we go. So basically, this is a Transit van, but principle is almost the same for T5s and a lot of the other vans out there. What you're looking for is this inner panel here. That's the shape. Has to be cut out all the way along there like that. So some people drill through here to find the point on the outside. What I do is I get something sharp, a chisel end, and I place it right on the edge there, and then I hit it with a hammer there. So I'll do this while I put the camera down. So what you're making is tiny indentations on the inside panel. So what you do is you go all the way around that panel and just do a few more, and I'll go outside. So I'll go outside now. So, I don't know if you can see that. That's the line you want to follow. So you do that all the way around the inside panel. I'll show you the next stage. So what you end up with is a clear mark of where exactly you want the window to be. You see that? You haven't drilled anything yet. That's what you want. So now you've got that mark there. Some of that, and use it as your guide. All the way around there like that. It's important to put loads of masking tape on around these edges. Here. Because the back of your jigsaw can catch this when you come around. You can, as I've done before, take the paint off. So your high edges, just put loads and loads of masking tape on over here, and that'll just protect the van. Now, so if you follow the line, the indentations, that's what you end up with. Just go around with the masking tape. Go back a bit. There you are. And that's the shape you want to cut out. So next step is you somehow need to start off with your jigsaw. So some people drill a hole in. I just whack a hole with a chisel. It doesn't matter anyway. I'll show you in a sec. So there, as you start off hole, so the jigsaw goes in there, and then you go one on that. Follow that line round. So I cut it out because I'm using one hand. And I'll show you after. So basically just following this line with your jigsaw. I don't use a grinder because the sparks go everywhere. I know you can get thin cut blades, but I've been doing this for years and this is the best method I've got. All you're left with is iron filings, which can easily be cleaned up. And if you're masking off the area, it doesn't go in the gaps. You can mask the inside, but because this is still just a van at the minute, there's no need to sheet it all up. But if it was a carpeted van, I would sheet it all up. So this is before the next clip, the window will be cut out. But You don't want to pair these on because you wouldn't believe how much noise it makes. So what I'll do is I'll just start off on the line like that, and then I go inside just to make sure everything's alright. I haven't chopped through anything. And as you can see, I'll follow on that line perfect. So if you've marked it there, you follow that line. You don't want to start cutting into the double skin here because it's hard to cut through. Your jigsaw goes all over the place. So make sure you're just above that inner skin there. Okay, doke. So I'm just going to show you how easy it is with a jigsaw. I know other people use grinders and stuff, and that's fair enough, but I'm right-handed. I'll use my left hand. Watch how easy it goes round. It's going to make a bit of a noise. There you go. So there you go. Panel's cut out. And if you look close, if you've marked it up right, there's the inner edge. Sorry, there's the outer edge. And there's the inner edge. That should be flat. You don't want any high spots. I've got to match up. If the outer one's higher, just get a power file if you want to. And just power file the edge down. But as long as it's not sticking too far, it's level, it should be alright. If it's not level, and the cut's like that, then your trim will go like that. So you want this as level and as flat as you can. So that's what you end up with. So that's the next stage. It's all cut out. So what I'm going to do now is just deburr these edges with a piece of P80 or something. Put a bit of paint on them, and then I'm going to stick an inner trim on. And the T5s, that edge there, the inner lip and the outer lip, quite wide apart. But on the transits, knit together close so you can get a thinner trim on. Now I know some people cut the glue away on the T5s and knit them back together and bond them. That seems like the right platform. So what I would do is just get a wider trim. You can get a wider trim that goes straight over both for the T5s. It's pointless hacking all this off. But luckily on this one I'm demonstrating, the gap is quite close. So a thin trim will go on, and I'll show you. So there we are, a little bit of paint on the bird edge with the trim all around. So you can see, nice and straight all the way. Might look a bit wonky in the light, but believe me, it's straight. If you go on the inside, that's it from the inside. Some people say you can put this in after you've bonded the glass in. You can't. What will happen is the glass will come right up flat up to that panel, and you will not be able to squeeze that inside. And the beauty of doing this first is once you bond the glass in, you've got a gap. This forms a natural gap. So if you do decide to re-trim once the glass is bonded in, you can pull that out from the inside, trim up to there and cartlet around there if you wanted to. So you must put that trim on first. If you put it on after, you'd have to choose where the glass back out. So this is the next stage and I think the most important bit. Some people use Sikaflex. I would never use Sikaflex to stick a window in. This is proper automotive windscreen adhesive. This is what you need to use. And in my opinion, it's got to be primed up as well. So what you need to do is prime the glass with proper glass primer. if you don't do this, you've got a big chance of the glass falling back out. You've got to wait till it's touch dry. And do the same on the body. And all the way around. Cut your nozzle into a V shape, like so. And stick the glue on. So if you use the sausage type tubes of glue, you're going to need a big Rambo gun, we call it, like that. And there's the glue on there. You don't want it too close to the edge because it'll squidge out and you'll see it. So there you go, just drop it into place. A couple of bits of masking tape to hold it up. This stuff's got a drying time of an hour, so you should be good to go after that. So whole job, maybe an hour or so.